Windrush Remembering the Sound System Mandem Part 2. Today we're in Nottingham, Big Bad Nottingham, with a sound that had a major impression on me in Little Old Leeds many years ago. Quantrotone sound. Welcome, Johnny.
Leslie.
Leslie?
Yeah,
What did they used to call you when you was on the sound?
Jasper. Yeah.
Brown.
Yeah, I just Brown them call you.
Yeah, ever since.
And Johnny, welcome to the original Quantrotone, part of the original Quantrotone team. I want to kick off because there's been lots of stories around Quantrotone. And I kind of want to know what was the inspiration for setting up Quantrotone. And it might have been that you were in other sounds or whatever. What was the inspiration for setting up Quantrotone?
We started as a sound called Iron City.
Iron City.
Right, as a youth sound. There was us and Dub City. Yeah, Dub City went to V-Rocket.
Yeah.
And then Iron City became Quantra. And we played a couple of contests as Iron City. Fared out the best, and then we decided to grow. And we said, well, Iron City, we want to just change the name. And then we got man and man started to join the sound as well, you know what I mean? So we just decided to change the name of the sound to see if we could make it more appealing. Yeah. And we came up with Quantra.
How did you come up with Quantra?
You know something, I can remember, I don't know if you remember the reasoning, we were just reasoning and talking about names. It was going on for a while. What should we call this on? And then I don't even remember. I don't know if it was.
I don't know who came with the name. Was it
Freddie?
Freddie.
Freddie, I think it was Freddie.
All right, Bandulai.
Bandulai.
Yeah, Freddie. I thought it was Jerome. You know, I mean,
no, Bandulai.
Bandulai. Okay. Yeah.
And for me, it's quite funny when Quantrotone came to Chapeltown Community Centre all of them years ago. I figured out that it was because they had all of these quad boxes.
Yeah.
They had, you know, I've never seen a young man sound at that time with so many quad boxes when they came up to the community centre. But anyway, what year was Quantro set up? Well,
I would say we started to change the name in about 75. 75 going to 76. Yeah, 75, 76 time. Yeah.
And how many of you was in the sound?
Well, we had, it was like it came from two parts of Nottingham. We had Kenneth them, me and Robert them was like, because me and Robert was a selector, and me and him is first cousin. And we had Kenneth and Lenny, they're brothers. We've got the Ice and Green contingent from Knoll Street.
Okay.
So from the Knoll Street side, you got Johnny, Jerome, T and all the man them
let's remember some of them man.
T, Sticks, are you a virgin them by your street man? No street man man, talk up man.
I don't know if Lizard did. No, Lizard never did.
No, but you know what I mean?
Enough man.
You know what I mean? We had like, for the mainstay of us, we just had like certain amount of money, we all came together. And then
yeah, that one called Redman.
Yeah,
Redman. Winston.
Winston was the mic man. Yeah, we call him Yags.
Yeah.
Ransford.
Foddy, yes.
Yeah,
Ransford them. And Jerome.
Yeah. Jerome.
And who again? Monty.
Yeah, man, Dancing Monty.
Yeah. Skanking Monty, we call it.
Yeah, man.
Skanking Monty.
Lord
God.
God.
A skank.
God rest him soul. Yeah, man.
Then you had Ambaza them.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
Aye.
Joseph, Mandela them, yeah, man.
Yeah.
Because I tell you the truth,
man.
from we turned to Quantra, and then we start to get specials, right? Then youth just started to follow Quantra, because it was just like we just went on. I don't know how it happened. I can't say. We never planned to go up on the road. We just get tuned and decide. Say we played with. This is where Johnny made his name. We are playing with tropical sound down at Calypso.
Calypso,
Yeah? And I think a 1 piece of 5 we have. Right? And the sound I play. And Lenny I play the sound. And tropical I try shower with. And Lenny, even though so Johnny, remember the night, like till the Johnny said, move man, let me deal with it, let me deal with him. Let me deal with him. And Johnny said, no, just leave it. And he might turn up, and all of a sudden, I don't know how him do it. But him find, you know, with the sound.
Yeah, you find that note.
Him find the note.
Yeah.
And the sound start come through upon him. Remember?
Cover him.
Cover him. that's how he come to play, start play the sound.
Okay.
Yeah.
He come in at, he could find a way to bring out that bass and everything.
Okay, so that brings me right to the next one. So the roles that the man them had in the sound. Who was the selector originally back then for Quantro?
Robert.
Robert was there from day one.
Robert?
Robert
Yeah.
Cummins.
Yeah.
Who was the operator of the sound?
Me.
Johnny.
Johnny.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the rest of the man, so he was the technician, and the rest of the
No,
man.
man, we had a technician.
I forget. Yes. So he was the amplifier man.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
built it.
original
I built
valve
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you built
Quantrotone.
valve amp. So
Yeah.
you personally was building valve amp.
Yeah.
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 Okay. So Johnny was the operator, but you was the engineer technician.
I'm used to string as well.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
when we was building the amp, them, right?
Yeah.
Right? Like, if me just say, if you have 12 valve on it and you need a 200 ohm resistor there, and I say, Johnny, put on this pan at this one.
Yeah.
And put on this pan this. So when we come back now, we check it.
Okay.
When we come from work, because I was apprentice then, when I come from work, him just, cause you know, him in everything. Him in everything, you know what I mean? So we just,
So
you know,
you was an apprentice, and Johnny was your apprentice.
well, I was, yeah.
You can say that.
Yeah, man, yeah,
Yeah.
man,
You
yeah,
know,
man.
you know.
Yeah.
So that there with the man them. Let's talk about music now. Where did Quantro get its music? Where did it acquire its music? How did it get its music?
We used to go to, when we buying 45s, well, we always used to go to Birmingham because with Kenneth and Lenny, their mum lived in Birmingham anyway.
Yeah.
So we would always go over to Birmingham on a regular basis to buy music.
And which record shops did you
I
own?
can't remember the name of them.
Zion, you ever go to Zion?
Yeah, we had to go Zion,
You remember the name of them?
Don Christie.
Yes.
Zion was the main one we used to go to.
Yeah.
Zion was the main one.
yeah.
Don Christie was around at that time.
Yeah.
And what did that brother name?
Quaker used to have a shop as well.
Yeah,
didn't
Quaker
they?
had a shop for a little while. Well, there's another brother, I can't remember his name now.
Okay.
He was there for years.
And so that's Birmingham. Where else did you go? Other cities?
London.
Who-
Yeah,
in
Doug
London,
Benton.
who was you in London?
Castro.
Who?
Castro Brown, yeah.
Castro Brown.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Deb Music.
Their music, yeah. We used to go there and do a lot of business with him.
Yeah.
Most of our specials came from
Castro.
Deb Music.
Their music, yeah.
Because
Okay,
we
Deb
was
Music.
specialized with Dennis Brown, Judah Delgado,
Yeah.
Sugar Minot.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, when you hear them tune that come down and Junior
Greg
Minot
Rice
and
up
top.
when you hear them,
Yeah.
that was our link.
What about Gangsterville? You ever go Gangsterville on Harrow Road?
No,
Just a question because
Yeah.
I'm trying to, because different sounds found different shops
yeah,
Yeah.
in London to go to.
Yeah.
Some went body music, some
Yeah.
would talk this, some
Yeah,
went
we would-
Brixton,
yeah.
some went Halsden, where Jetstar was. It's about,
yeah.
So you're,
I mean, I think everybody went.
But
round
some
that
of
gesture.
them shops wasn't around. Some of them shops wasn't around at them
in
time.
your time,
Yeah.
in the
Some,
early days.
yeah.
Okay.
Jetstar was there
Jetstar
for a long
was
time.
there.
Was also there.
Jetstar was there.
Yeah. Okay. Now.
And we
so
used to
that-
go to another one in Alsden, from India and them, Papa them and
Yeah.
Starlight, I think it was called.
On the main there, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh.
Let's go from music. And what about Jamaica? You was not getting nothing sent in direct
You see, with us,
back in them days.
what used to happen with Castro, from my understanding, was a very big. He used to help to produce artists in Jamaica, and then because of his record shop and his links in the UK, where people wanted their music releasing, people from Jamaica would send master tapes and so forth to England.
Okay.
Yeah, and obviously, I've been to London on several occasions and went and, there's an artist there, whether it be Dennis Brown, Junior Delgado, I've seen the whole of them. Yeah, I had to go to Chalk Farm and cut dub. Because what they want from Jamaica, the Jamaican artist wants their music to be released in England so that they can make money from it. The best way to release a music is to put it on a dub, which is going to popularize it.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and that's
So
what we do.
these dub was basically pre-releases.
Yes.
On release, although they had a white label pre-release, so after they played on dub and the sound system played them on dub, then they might come out on white label. So that was like exclusive.
Yeah.
Then it came out on the label.
Yeah.
But when the white label was more like, it's already been to the press, but it's a test press. So them press 100 and throw it out there for see how it will go on.
Yeah.
Then them generally
Release it,
through. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, let's talk about where the sound played. Because you said you started, what year was it again?
76, 75, 76.
76.
Yeah, it's
75,
Quantra.
76.
Yeah.
Where did you start playing? Where were the venues you played in Nottingham first?
Well, we used.
Just to remind the
I'm
people.
I'm going to remind some people. We played at YMCA as Iron City and as Quantra, but we used to squat a building on Gregory Boulevard.
Yeah, it's now they call it Art Center.
We call it the Art Center now, but we used to squat it. Because back in them days, if you leave a piece of wood or a tannoy speaker careless, we take it. And they left the building open, so there was a white guy in there, and we squatted. So we used to play there. We used to have keep dance on a Sunday night in this squat.
And the sound is in there as well.
The sound was kept in there.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So we had our own little spot where we had our Sunday night thing.
Okay.
We used to play calypso, ad-lib. You know what I mean?
Tennis and all.
Tennis and all. You know what I mean? We used to go around and we would play with any sound.
Yeah, Radway, yeah.
Yeah, we would play. You know,
So anywhere you could get a kick.
yeah. So one of our first big contests was with Skyrocket, didn't it? Donga Radway.
Yeah.
We'd play them with 100 watt. Nearly killing with music. You know, back in them days when a man's playing vocal and you're playing the DJ version and DJ version on top of, you know what I mean? We're just beating them with
And
tunes.
as well, back in them days, if you had a good DJ, a good mics man,
We was,
you know,
yeah.
a good mics man got the crowd going and got the vibe going. So who was your good mics man
So
back in the day?
I used to sing. Yags used to DJ.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I used to sing on the sound and you know what I mean? So
But you know the thing with Quantra, we had a lot of, you know, with Fury Sound, you had members and followers.
yes.
To be a member,
Yeah.
you pay your subs.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Because when you pay your subs now, you're a member, so that got to buy
Dub.
dub or whatever we need around the sound.
All right. Is that how control works?
Yes. Yeah,
so
it was a
where
business.
where we couldn't take and get for free, we buy it. You understand? Right? So that's where the subs come in. So you had members of the sound,
That paid the subs.
they pay the subs, so they be a member.
Yeah.
Then you
and
have
your
followers.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
But we had no followers.
Yeah.
No.
So if we couldn't cover a man, we have our crowd. We cover them.
Okay. Yeah. When you come in at the dance now, your people in at the dance.
Yeah, man. So if we play a tune and we see where I get the better sound, the man them start chant.
Yeah.
Yeah,
A
man.
murder, a murder, right? And the whole dance I say a murder. The sound can't recover from this, right? Because him don't get humiliated already. You understand? So a two-way we used to kill them with sound and kill them with voice power.
Okay, people power.
Yeah.
Followers power. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're giving me some clubs in Nottingham. Give me some places you played outside of Nottingham in the earlys and them days.
Oh,
that
God, man.
You remember that?
Sheffield. Remember Sheffield Town Hall with Fred Locks?
Yeah, we played with Coxon.
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 And
Yeah.
Fred Locks, when first time Fred Locks come to
England. Yeah.
Yeah, back in-
you
Yeah,
play-
Sheffield. Yeah.
we play
Sheffield
MFM.
Top. Yeah.
MFM.
We play Venn Street all the time.
Yeah.
Leeds.
Yeah,
Leeds Community Centre.
Leeds Community Centre and Astoria.
Yeah. Birmingham, Digbet Civic Hall, Antwerp
Green.
Youth Club, Winston Green. Listen, man, you know something. We could go anywhere because we could defend ourselves.
Yeah.
Our sound wasn't like a blues sound.
Yeah.
We was a touring sound.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
You understand?
So that was your intention to be a touring sound.
Well, it never really. We did just love music, and through it, that's why it just turned out. That people was booking us from all over the country. Because at that time, as youth man, we have big sound system.
Yeah.
Not no small sound system.
That's what I said. That
Yeah,
was what
we had
impressed
big
me
sound
when I
system
saw
like we.
You know when you look at the sound, When I built an amplifier, you build an amplifier and you said, okay, what we're going to do, because there's a technical side to amplifiers and ohmage and speakers and wattage, you know, where someone just have their sound and they just plug everything in, and then they wonder why the sound only plays for an hour, because you're overloading the output transformer. So when you see us with our 4i boxes, but they're done that way for a reason, because you can either have them 2-2, or you can put all 4 of them in parallel, and you know what I mean. You can connect them up in different ways, which helps the sound to play better. You know what I mean. Plus, when you got 4 box like that, because some people used to have what them called jugged, some big 2i box.
2i box.
Yeah, but we come with the 4i.
Yeah.
You know what I mean. And when you match them to your amplifiers, you get a better output. Which I know there's a lot of sound man that didn't realize that you had to match your output.
Yeah, they never really work the Ohm's law.
Yeah.
Okay.
Them just throw on, and
Load and
sometimes.
low, overload and
Yeah, yeah.
So is that why you lot never had no real two double boxes? Everything was quattro.
No, we you see, it's kind of a strategy where you're saying that you can take your if you've got 4 16s, you go down to 2 ohms, and you can plug that into your to an amplifier, or you got 4 ohms, you can plug that into an amplifier. You can put 2 of them.
We never brought 8 ohm speakers.
No.
We were 16 ohm speakers.
Okay.
So when you parallel them up, they go down.
It goes down to 8 ohm.
Go down to 8 ohm or 4.
So the amplifier can
Angle. It's not overloaded.
Okay. So as a sound Quantrotone, you did a lot of technical kind of setting up of your sound. It wasn't just boxes and plug them in. With you two, it was very technical.
Yeah, but it's technical for everybody. But if you don't pay attention to it, you know, there's some man that the builder bill it for them and tell them don't do it, and they go and do the other thing, and that's why they broke down.
Okay.
And it can't fix
it. Doesn't work. It can't work.
It can't work.
Because you go overload it, you must broke down. You can't just throw on boxer.
You know what I mean? And then they got a big short. They put more boxes onto it. And
the same amplifier, they don't even increase the amplifier.
Yeah.
Them just carry more box
and just plug them in.
And them not last the night.
You know what I mean? It's like a car.
Quite interesting. You know, out of all the sounds, the first sound that's really talked about the intricate sound of the ohmage and the speakers. But again, like I said, going back to when I first saw Quantrotone in community centre, I was just blown away with, you know, there's a couple of sounds for me growing up in the sound, and me and Johnny are the same age. There was you, there was Jungle Man.
Yeah.
You know, as you sounds that came through that just kind of changed the system again. You get what I'm saying? And as younger, because we had a lot of older man that was in sound system, and we were following them in principle, but then some young sounds came.
But you know, funny you should say this, because you see, it's like music. You understand? Because them older sound like Clifton and them older sounds, they was playing a different music, but music's been changing. It's always changing. Because what's going on now, what the youth them are playing. We won't play that for myself. But it's not that I disrespect it or anything like that, because it's just what it is. It's the music. You understand? So when we came as Quantro, the music has changed from that time when
the older.
Yes, it kind of came to a kind of a steppers type of
roots
type of thing.
Stepping.
Although Lovers Rock was always there, all the other music was always there. You know, just like now, right? You have roots music still, like the Chronics or whatever, and the other, then you have dancehall was always there, and there's the slackness was always been there.
Yeah, man.
Because even from them time, slackness has been there. General Echo and whoever from back in the days. But then you had roots artists.
And then you had the steppers, as you mentioned.
And steppers. So we kind of groomed ourselves in the steppers lane. You understand?
Yeah.
So we was just like a pure hardcore.
Yeah, man.
Dance.
We never bother with no lovers rock music.
Yeah, we used to play some kind of lovers rock, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
You know what I mean? The steppers and get
There's
the
more-
man them going.
Yeah.
I mean, even them time when I think about a Friday night after a man go work and a man do him thing and go college and all them thing. Friday night was just like
Let me hear down.
shut down, just
Yeah.
mash up, just
Yep.
play music and just let me free my spirit
yeah.
and just
Yeah.
Song.
yeah.
Well,
And them time, right, we
Right.
kind of did a chant down Babylon as well,
Yeah,
in a
man.
way. You understand? Yeah, the music, hard, but,
Yeah,
you know.
I think the other day, me see, you have two tall man from Leeds, used to, two better of them.
Yeah.
Used to step and
One of
lift up
them
them
a king
foot.
stepper.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
One of them named
And
King
I
Stepper.
saw him the other day, me say, you see dance, I don't. And he
King
say, yeah.
Stepper.
Nah,
Yeah.
man, nah,
Yeah,
man,
yeah.
man, nah, man,
Yeah.
nah,
Yeah.
man, Magnum 40.
Right, so,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
So,
Too tall, we call him.
yeah,
Too tall.
in every town, you have man who say them can step
Yeah.
and dance. And when we playing tune now, you know what I mean? We playing tune like that, you know what I mean? Ooh, yeah, nah, nah, nah.
Yeah.
Ooh, I see man slave
And
drive.
people
I see
like-
man start,
yeah.
come out and start step.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because that was just what young people, you know what I mean? If you're going to chart the system and look for something to make you feel within yourself that you're making progress, that's the music we played.
Because that's what it was, because I remember saying like Barky, Sticks.
Yes.
Them man there was
rebels.
some king stepper them
Yeah,
there,
man.
right?
King
But it's,
stepper.
yeah.
Rebels.
But you see, even like now, if you check out what go on now with the music, right? Because the dancing thing, they kind of slow down to a kind of robot up thing.
Yeah.
But you see, even now we come back in that dancehall
Yeah,
style where you feature dancers.
Yeah.
And them days, right? We used to feature dancers.
Yes.
Yeah. So
yeah.
everything just come back round in a circle.
Yeah.
Quantrotone, rebel song.
Yeah.
Yeah. And as much as the sound was playing, you had the man them that come for dance against that out of town man them.
Yeah.
All right,
yeah,
you see it?
yes.
So you have the sound a player, but
Yep.
you have your man who come to the
Yep.
dance.
Yeah, challenge. Is that another challenge? It's so because them there when you play a sound, you know, is about destroy our next sound. That's
Yeah.
what it's all about.
Yeah.
And it was entertaining
Yeah.
for that, because you know, like World Clash are going now. So it's basically the same thing with a clash.
Yeah.
But that's what it was every single week, because
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
that's what sound was
Yeah.
I remember
at that time.
For me, I remember because it would be the sounds clashing when you say that. Then the man steppers are clashing. Then it came the woman steppers are clashing.
Yeah,
Yes,
man.
So
yeah.
you start of the woman them come now and them
Yeah.
a step out too. So
And then you'd be on the mic singing.
Yes.
And next song would have a man on the mic singing, and then you and him would be in like a contest. You have to be all rounder.
yeah.
Your sound have to have everything. And one thing I can say about Quantra, we had everything.
Yeah.
We didn't have. I can't say we had the very best of everything, but we had a very good presentation of everything.
Yeah.
And that's why we was able to.
And speakers and even your equipment's presentation was
Yeah,
you know,
man.
even down to that.
Yeah.
You know, some man don't really put a lot of time into that, but you know, there are some sounds along the time that put a lot of time into their presentation.
Can I say, because I like to, let people know, say, a speaker box to some people is just a piece of wood with a speaker in it. But to a sound man, you got to make sure it's a piece of art. It's got to be airtight. Yeah, for a start. You can't have a speaker box with a full of holes in it. Just because you see holes at the front, there's no holes at the back.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Right? We build infinite baffle. We build reflex baffle. We build all kind of baffle in the speaker where sometimes the speaker turn inside. Yeah, reflex baffle. Sometimes you balance it that way. You know, I mean, we was very innovative.
Yeah.
We
We
were.
remember the time when we used to build speaker box. We used to build them ourselves.
Yeah.
Right? We have the saw, one hand saw.
Yeah.
And when a man go down on a two,
We never have no jigsaw.
we have go down when a man get tired, it's the next man take
come
over,
in.
It's
I saw the big sheet there.
It's funny as you mentioned that. I remember,
tiring,
man, I put pork in the fire.
You have to make a hole in the box. Yeah.
Couple of holes and stick the saw through the
Oh,
hole. and
yeah,
take your
yeah.
time and cut round.
Because you know what I mean, and if young people listen, right, that we weren't doing that because we were primitive, because nobody had them tools.
No, nobody had them.
Yeah.
Black, white, Indian, no, you know what I mean. Them tools that came later.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? But we were still innovative to cut a circle in our box, which was a good circle, and sort it out, and so that it matched the speaker.
Yeah, and I suppose it was when on the other side of that, as we're talking about that, it was, you know, many men went on to become joiners, electricians, and none of us were none of that when we started out. It was all mix and fix and try and do a thing and try a thing, and then next time you try it better, and you know. But anyway, you know, that brings back some, especially heating up a poker
to bore a hole in a piece of wood. Yeah, man.
Right. So the sound. I know that Quantrotone, as time went on, it broke up. Because I want to just touch on that, because I do want to come to a bit about new celebrity and John. I want to come to that. So the sound. So what year did the sound kind of start to change, or you know?
You know, as we grew, right? Like me, I used to sing in a band called In the Roots.
Yeah.
And then you press between the band and the sound. Yeah. By the 80s, I was also involved with starting the Marcus Garvey Centre and building a recording studio down there, right? And them kind of things. So we kind of graduated from sound into band. You know what I mean? And me eventually down the line graduated from band into sound recording studio and then radio. You know what I mean? So, you know, that was my history. That I kind of just you keep on growing, evolving in the music business, and what you see is that the sound promotes the band, and then the band, you know what I mean, the band requires a studio, you know what I mean, the studio requires promotion, and the record requires, and what we always did, or what I always did, was get involved in some aspect of the business that made it better for the previous set of stuff that we did. So
when did that kind of split happen?
Well, I know that by 81, 82,
I
I started to work on the Marcus Garvey Centre. You know what I mean? I know that Johnny started to work on his you know what I mean? So I make him talk for himself.
New celebrity. Because you moved on from Quantro and you kicked off.
Oh, no, it didn't go like that straight away, really, no. Because like, after going cutting dubs for Quantro and them kind of things, and we realized sometimes we used to put money together and we used to go to London, and then we got to a man said we want some dub. And he will go to studio and then get some musicians and play some rhythm and get an artist to sing. And I'm saying, oh, this is how it's done. So then he used to give us a dub after what he's done. So basically, we was like an investor to this brother, not knowing. I realized that now.
Yeah.
You with me?
Yeah.
So he was producing the song for him, but he was using our money to book the studio, to record the studio for him. So I started to say to the man them, we can do this and make we own tune and anything, but the man them never really, they never say that, you know, because I was one a lot of times was at London doing a lot of the things. Like Quantrotone was one of the first sounds who had a special singing about sound. Because Clint Eastwood, when Clint Eastwood before he joined General Saint, him sing a tune from the Far East rhythm, Papa Quantra come to nice up the lawn. Right? So from them time the Quantra have special.
What became called special.
What became called special. So, you know, that never exists. No sound never have that.
Okay.
None of the UK sound never have that with man I sing about them sound. So from this, alright, me realize that say, we want to do this. You know what I mean? And I say, the work out there, we can deal with this work. And so me kind of gather it from, so I left the sound, I said, I'm going to producing. So I went through a stage for many of years, doing record producing, and I was, Leslie had this band, so I started try little engineering. So when the band play out, no, me was an engineer. So we never have no opportunity to go up on a mixing desk or anything like that. Because from being operating Quantro, we moved to desk from a mixing desk. Them the white guys had equipment, they won't let you touch it. You have to tell them, say, turn the bass, make the bass drum sound like that. How can you tell a man that says the bass drum is sound like that? How can you put it in words?
Yeah.
You can't put it in words. You
You
understand?
need
Yeah.
to grab it and turn up.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
And through their culture and their sound is different from us. So with Les now, I had the opportunity to start engineering and them kind of things, and then run the studio at Marcus Scarf and doing whatever.
Yeah.
Then after a while, I kind of get fed up of the music industry because I found like not producing things. I find out there was not really a pay there.
Yeah.
You understand? Because it's a lot of things. You bring you record your music, you press them, you drive up and down all over England, left them on the record shop. You have to go back for your money. Where the man them don't have no record and them have
No money. You know, no record and no money.
and we are youth, man.
Yeah.
We youth, you know, I was 23.
Yeah.
20, you know what I mean? We young.
Young in the game,
So them
yeah.
I take liberty with me, you understand?
Experience.
Because when we Quantrotone, you know, we was in our teens. 17, 18.
I was the oldest.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're old
Yeah.
man.
Well, and in '83, I think I was. Hold on, let me get myself right now. 20, no man, I wasn't older than 23, 24. Them times there.
83, I was what?
23.
23.
So I'm here 25?
25,
Yeah.
26.
Yeah. So you know, I mean, as a little baby, compared to someone in the business,
Yeah.
right? And even as Quantro, you used to go out and play. A man would say, "Man, promise you £150. I want to give you 50."
Yeah.
And you have to call the man, pan them and say, "No, brethren, it did not work that way there."
So it's funny. It's funny though, going around in a circle, because in a way you create Quantro. Then what you do, you go and join a band.
Yeah.
You become an engineer.
Yeah.
And then you come back and you still need a sound system to then play the music on.
Yeah.
And is that why you created New Celebrity?
Yes.
Yes.
Right. So I said, I forgot back to the sound system and them kind of things. So,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Because at least we go out there and speak about me, I come home with money.
Yeah.
You understand? Right? You make a tune today, right? And you know what I mean? You don't get no money till 6 months time, and that couldn't work. And you know, then and next thing the music changes to start using computer, and I found it very boring.
Yeah.
That's the next thing when we start make music, because most of the engineering they was learning the computer. So I put your money, and that's a £15 an hour, £10 an hour to do the studio work, and them did it on the screen. On the screen, I try to cut and paste, and your £15 done. And them because them are learning them trade on your money.
So coming back to sound system, so is that why you then created New Celebrity?
Yes, because I got fed up with the thing and went back to sound system.
So New Celebrity, because Quantro come through, gone into music, gone round, come round. New Celebrity was more a PA stroke sound system rather than just sound system. Yeah.
So I had some DJs like from New Celebrity, but I was still wanted to do it live as well. So you know, I kind of made the sound to kind of do the two jobs.
Yeah.
What the well, this is still New Celebrity,
Yeah.
but we more we more do PA. And if I want some DJs, I just call any DJ for come work. You know,
So you still, and that was my question.
Yeah.
So, does Quantro still exist?
Yes.
Quantro still exists.
There's but
Yeah.
that Quantro that exists isn't the Quantro that you are part of.
No, I mean,
Quantrotone.
well, you know, I want.
How would you explain that?
I would say, right, Iron City was like the Bedwood family. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I was there.
Yeah,
Robert was there.
Yeah, Robert was there. It was like the Bedwoods.
We was the ones that started.
Yeah, and I was like, I would say I was a follower at that time. With me talk about my experience. Yes, there was Leslie them and the Bedwoods them, and then we changed to Quantro. Yes. At a certain time of when it was in Quantro, some of the man them did leave, like the Bedwoods them, they left. So they never had that experience of a lot of what happened.
in the beginning.
Not in the beginning.
When we were touring.
Yeah, we were touring.
Some of the touring, yeah.
The touring and the touring part, they never had experience because they wasn't around.
Okay.
Then when I left, I don't know if Leslie left before me.
I did. I think I did.
Leslie left before me. I left, and then they came back. And they came up for a little while. Then Keith, who's got the sound now,
Yeah, Quantrotone, yeah.
yes, he took it over and them kind of things.
Took it to Birmingham.
And took it to Birmingham.
Okay.
And so Quantra is still existing, which is good still,
Yeah.
because you know
The foundation
Quantra's been
is
there for
and-
a long time,
yeah,
and
yeah.
it's still there, just like how you see V-Rock
V-Rock is,
has
yeah.
been there for a long time. So
Yeah.
Quantra is still been there. So the thing move on, it hasn't died. You understand?
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
moved.
It's evolved. It's evolved.
Yes,
in its
and the
own
name
way.
is still alive. You
Yeah,
understand?
So
Yeah.
Quantrotone is still playing and it's still
Yeah.
out there.
Yeah.
We did our part.
Yeah, you laid the foundation.
Yeah, we
on
did
it.
our part,
Yeah.
and now somebody else is doing.
Tonight,
Yeah.
Lenny
Quantrotone is playing
playing,
tonight.
down at Queen's Walk, Quantra, and Lenny called me, you know what I mean? And it's like, because he's always done like DJing,
Yeah.
like party DJing and them
Who's
stuff.
that?
Lenny. That's one, Lenny Bedwood. So
Oh,
Lenny,
Bedwood.
Lenny has always been part of the sound, but you know what I mean? People in sound, they come, you come and go. So if you're not there for 6 months, you
But
might.
you see, this brother here, he hasn't been speaking much,
Yeah.
right? If you ask him some questions, because,
No,
right?
well, I'm asking the question.
Generally,
Yeah. What?
But you cover most of it.
But you see, he's been there from
There
Iron
you
City,
Yeah.
and even when we left, he was still there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Brown, I feel him on that now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Non-stop.
So are you down at the dance tonight then?
No, I didn't even know it was on.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Where is it? You said?
Queen's Walk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Let us not get into that. So
Right.
the sound is still playing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. I'm winding this down now. Is there any man or any person you'd like to mention before we wind this down? Any man or that was a major inspiration? Any artist, anybody that you'd like?
Our artists, like in terms of reggae music,
Yeah.
Dennis Brown,
Uh-huh.
Junior Delgado, Sugar Minot, Junior Roots. Yeah. Them man we have when we start play special. Some of them Vivian Jackson, Yabiu tune them and them
Black Euro.
Black Euro. Yeah,
some of
with
them,
this
yeah.
man. You see
Yeah,
all of
from
them. You
Black
see
Euro,
them 70s, 80s artists. You know what I mean? They were singing about liberation and freeing up black people. That time reggae music used to make sense.
Okay.
Used to talk about important things.
And Johnny, one of my inspirations in life. You took music to Africa, so
Yeah.
that inspiration has taken you to Africa, and you've grown over in Africa as well. You've not
Yeah,
just so you've taken it internationally.
Yeah. So I'm still like I do promotions over there. I got my sound system over there.
So you've got a sound system in Africa as
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
and that sound system is called.
Well, the whole name now, me just underneath the banner of All Nations.
Okay. Oh, okay.
So that's the name now. So
Okay.
I do anything I'm doing is an umbrella underneath All Nations.
And where's that sound system now?
It's in Cape Town,
Cape Town,
Yeah.
South Africa.
South Africa. Yeah.
Okay, so if people want to find you when there's no COVID around,
Yes.
South Africa is the place to find
Yeah,
you.
man.
Yeah. Okay, gentlemen, thank you very much. It's been an honor.